Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another day of Veda. I think we might actually do it this time, you guys. Oh, it's been stressful, but it's okay. I have a list of like 4 different genres that I like and 10 different tropes for each of the genres. So call it like a subgenre. I know some people call it subgenre. It's just, for me, it's like the trope in that genre. And I did not create these lists. I told ChatGPT to create them and I printed them out. So I haven't looked over all of them. So we're gonna go through and I'm gonna tell you if I like that trope or not, and hopefully I will be able to recommend you a book for each trope, but we'll see. So we're gonna start with romance. I'm definitely more of like a rom-com girly. I'm not much for dark romance, although I have been like dipping my toes in. But generally, I like rom-coms more. So, enemies to lovers. Oh, I love a good enemies to lovers. Here's the thing about enemies to lovers. There are different layers. Like, in romantasy, there's enemies to lovers where they legit try to kill each other. Like, Hot for Slayer by Ali Hazelwood. Although, I would not consider that a favorite of mine, so I could not full-heartedly recommend that. But then you have enemies to lovers like the Honeymooners by Christina Lauren, which, by the way, I full-heartedly recommend. This is more of like light hate to love. They're enemies in the sense that they strongly dislike each other, but it's not like real hate. Then there's fake dating, which is one of my favorite tropes. Again, you could pick the Honeymooners because fake honeymoon. You could read The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren, which is kind of a twist on fake dating. Then The X Talk by Rachel and Solomon is fake dating, but like spun differently because they're pretending to be exes. Those are the ones that stand out to me right away for fake dating. Then there's forced proximity. Some people say only one bed trope. Again, the Honeymooners. Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman, but like seriously, don't read this one. It's very, very dark. Like I said, I'm dipping my toes into the darkness. This is trauma bonding to the max, but they're forced together because they're kidnapped together and then left in the psychopath's basement, and he makes them do horrendous things. Seriously, don't read this book. It's terrible, but I liked it. In a way, the godparent trap is forced proximity because they're forced to live together to raise their nephew, their niece, their child. So his sister and her best friend died in a car crash and left the children to them, but they have to be together and they're not really together, so it's complicated, but you know, forced proximity. Then there's Grumpy Sunshine. All Roads Lead Here. Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert, but she is the grump and he's the sunshine. Alright, those are the first 2 that came to mind. Forbidden Love. Again, still beating because this follows Cora and Dean. Dean is going to marry Cora's sister until they get kidnapped. And get held hostage in the psychopath's basement where they are forced to engage in some really terrible stuff. Like, horrible. And it's forbidden because that's like her soon-to-be brother-in-law. I mean, I guess it's not truly forbidden, but I definitely have a type. At First Sight by Olivia Dade. This follows Athena and Matthew. And Athena was engaged to his brother, but they broke up and now they fall in love. And this one's a little bit forbidden, If You Hate Me by Helena Hunting, because it's my best friend's, or my brother's best friend, you know, type of. I like this brother's best friend trope. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, then we have love triangle. No, I hate them. I hate them because usually love triangles are written so that you are so clear in who the winner is going to be. The only good love triangle is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Like, this is heartbreaking because you follow Emma, who gets married to Jesse, and then he has to go away for business, and he seemingly dies. And now it's like 3 years later, and Emma and Sam are now engaged when Jesse comes back, and has this crazy story of being trapped on an island. I would love for Taylor Jenkins Reid to write that story so I could understand what happened in those 3 years more. But it was so heart-wrenching because, like, Sam was a good guy and so was Jesse, and neither of them did anything wrong, but, like, I just really wanted Emma to be happy, and it was great. That was the only love triangle book that I've ever liked. Then Slow Burn is, Anything by Mariana Zapata. So The Wall of Winnipeg and Me and All Roads Lead Here. Then there's The Only One Bed trope. I kind of use that with forced proximity. So you kind of got a little bit of both of those. Second chance romance. I hate second chance romance. Except for The X-Files. This really worked for me. And I guess You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hoggle. Because you follow this already established couple who's having like this prank war. They really strongly dislike each other. And neither one of them wants to cancel the wedding because they don't want to pay for it. And you slowly see them kind of fall back in love. Okay, then there's miscommunication trope. I don't love that. Horror trope checklist. So now we're moving on to my horror novels and which ones are the best. Final girl trope. I think that I love this, but I don't think I've actually read a horror novel that specifically has the final girl trope. No, I don't. But I do have a thriller. So I do have Final Girls by Riley Sager. I love Riley Sager. So, I mean, that was his debut. And in my personal opinion, it is his best. But a lot of people disagree with me. So that's okay. Haunted House. I do not like this trope. I don't like it. I don't think I even have a haunted house trope book that I enjoyed. I generally despise that. Cursed object. I haven't really explored any cursed object horror that I know of. So if you have any recommendations, leave them. Isolated setting. Oh, this is great. There's When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. Dead Lake by Darcy Coates. Fantastic Land by Mike Bachhoven. We Spread by Anne Reid. The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. Rest Stop by Nat Cassidy. And We Need to Do Something by Max Booth III. Okay, so that one I really enjoy. Obviously, give me more recommendations. unreliable narrator. I mean, I love a good horror novel, but I kind of, and a good thriller that has an unreliable narrator, but I feel like if I gave you recommendations, then you might already know the twist or like part of the story. Monster Entity in the Shadows, Near the Bone, The Road by Cormac McCarthy would work. I don't like a lot of monster-y stuff. Possession, My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. Don't Split Up Failure. Not sure if I have any. Found footage or recording horror. That's something I would like to get into, but I don't know where to start. Human Was the Real Monster Twist. Again, I can't give you any recommendations, but there are some really good books there. Then dystopian trope list is Surveillance States. 1984 by George Orwell. Chosen One Rebellion. I don't know. Memory Manipulation. Don't think I've ever read that. Controlled Love System. Actually, I kind of want to read The Selection. Would that count? I don't know. Class Hierarchy Oppression. Don't have anything. Propaganda or Fake History. Don't. Oh, wait. The Handmaid's Tale? That's on my TBR, though. I can't recommend it because I haven't read it yet. Underground Resistance. Oh, that'd be cool to read. Escape Beyond the Wall. Public Punishment System. Or Loss of Individuality. I guess, like, Divergent would count for that. Okay, thriller trope list. The unreliable narrator. Again, I told you I'm not going to recommend you anything. I love that trope, but I can't recommend it because I don't want to spoil anything. The ordinary person in danger. Oh, ordinary person. I guess Here and Gone by Halen Beck. That follows kids that are kidnapped. That would count, right? This lady's a podcaster. The Night Swim by Megan Poling. She's a podcaster, so I don't know if she's a regular person, but then there's The Last Word by Taylor Adams. This follows a reader who leaves a bad review of the book she read, and then she seemingly starts getting stalked at this isolated location that she's vacationing at, and you're led to believe that it's the author. The Missing Person Mystery, again, Here and Gone. There's also The Collective. There's The Chain. I really like The Missing Person. There's The Girl That Was Taken. I really like that trope. The Conspiracy That Runs Deep. I don't really read conspiracy books. I would be so paranoid. The Race Against Time. I'm not sure what that one means. I don't know if I have that one. The Twist Ending. I do love a good twisted ending, but I'm not going to recommend you any because then you'll see it coming. The Wrongly Accused Protagonist. This could be a spoiler. But The Perfect Marriage by Genevieve Rose. That's the first one that comes to my mind. The Double Life or Secret Identity. I hate that trope. So I'm not going to give you any books. I just absolutely hate that trope. The Corrupt Authority Figure. Push. There's also the one by Eileen Fargo. Oh, They Never Learn. Although that one I could consider a horror or a thriller. But it's a teacher. And the other Samantha Downing book that follows Ted Crutcher, who's a teacher who kills people. Then The Isolated Setting Trap. The Last Word by Taylor Adams. No Exit by Taylor Adams. Really any good thriller is an isolated setting. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a single day of Veda. I'll leave the playlist up here so you can go check out any video you missed of Veda. But we're doing very good. I'll see you guys later. Bye.